Hey y'all, Ritz here with a new series. Welcome to my newest project. I hope this will be the beginning of many series that will come. I would like to highlight some of the older games, some of my favorite games of all time. And this, I love the music. It is an amazing soundtrack. It is an amazing game. What I think is the best Final Fantasy, probably, of the entire series. It is not one of the mainline Final Fantasies. Many people will probably not have played it. I think um, according to a study, only about 50% maybe of gamers have played it. We're here to play Final Fantasy Tactics. If you haven't played it before, I highly recommend it. You can follow along with me in this Let's Play. And I hope that you enjoy this game as much as I do, but I'm here not just to have fun, but to share that fun with you. I really hope you do enjoy it as much as I do. Obviously, we're going to start a new game. I decided to play War of the Lions for a few reasons. I believe they updated the soundtrack a little bit, remastered it. They added a few jobs. Some of the stuff is easier to learn. Some of the stuff is less easy to learn. If you want to know how to play, this is a fantastic tutorial. Party roster, everything like that, how everything works, how you learn jobs. We'll be going through it as we go. There is one thing that I do want to cover, which is the concept of the zodiac sign compatibility. Zodiac sign compatibility is something you can ignore completely through the game. It does help, however. So if you draw a square, you get poor compatibility, meaning that healing spells, for instance, will heal for less, damage spells will damage less on enemies, etc. Whereas if you make a triangle, you get good compatibility, you'll get better heals, better damage on the enemies, etc. All of this, yeah, here he explains it. Good compatibility will deal a quarter more damage. Excellent compatibility will add half, so you get 50% more damage. And then if it's bad compatibility, you get 1/4 less, and extremely bad is 1/2 less. So it actually does make a difference. In the end, you can really ignore it if you really want to, but in the end, you can just go with what you decide. I am Arzilam, student of Ivalice's middle age. You are familiar with the War of the Lions, no? It was a bitter war of succession that rent the land of Ivalice in two. Here we first find mention of Delita Hyrule, a hitherto unknown young man, the hero who would draw the curtain on this dark age of our history. His is a heroism of great renown, a story familiar to all who dwell within our land. Ah, but what the eye sees is oftentimes a mere fragment of the truth. There was another young man, the youngest of House Bivol, yet long famed for producing leaders of knights and men. There is no official record of the role he played on history's stage. However, according to the Durai Papers, the existence of which became known to the public only this last year, they had long lain concealed in church archives. This forgotten young man is in fact the true hero. The church maintains he was a heretic, an inciter of unrest and disturber of the peace. Which account is to be believed? Join me in my search to uncover the answer. But before we begin, might I ask to share with me your name and the date of your birth? So the name becomes the date of this young man. Yes, we're going to stick with Ramza. And for your date of birth, most people say stick with Capricorn. I'm actually going to do that. And for the heck of it, I'm actually going to just put in my birthday, because why not? I'm a Capricorn anyway. Yeah. And this I'll just let play. You can enjoy the music. And the narrative storytelling that they did so well. A young knight. But who is he? Leading a group of knights on Chocoback. If you're not familiar with chocobos, you will be by the end of this. They are a staple of Final Fantasy. Oh. What does he seek? The ravages of war. Undeterred, he presses on. Till he comes to a monastery. I will be reading out the text, because I always find it's better in a Let's Play. O Father, abandon not your wayward children of Ivalice. Please deliver us from all sins, that we might know your salvation. Lady Ovelia, it is time. I'll not be much longer, Agrayes. Yeah, if you have a disagreement with me on how to pronounce names, that's fine. I'm going to be using the pronunciations that I have always used. You're welcome to disagree. Say it how you want. I'm trying to stick to what I think is correct, but whatever. If you want to correct me, that's fine. Your escort has already arrived, Majesty. Please, heed the good lady's words, Highness. You must hurry. Still in here, are you? It's been the better part of an hour. Yafgarian, you forget yourself, sir. You are in the presence of the princess. Mayhap bowed heads would less offend. You would do well to waste less time on idle pleasantries. I see even the noble order of the Northern Sky cannot rid itself of vulgar knaves. A good captain in these rain-sodden hinterlands ought not expect chivalry. We are in the employ of the order, not of it. Our pay does not cover trite courtesies to the likes of you. Govern your tongue. Enough. Let us be on our way. Yes, I am not an actor. I am a musician by trade. The Father watch over you, child. And you, Elder. Milady, the enemy is upon us. You called Tana's men? We were paid for this. Time to earn our keep. What is it, Ramza? Are you above getting paid to do a job? I'm a knight no longer. Just another sellsword. Right then, to battle. Deliver us, O Lord. There is a lot about the church and the back and forth about who is really the bad guy here. There's a lot of twists and turns that we're going to see. The writing here is kind of Shakespearean in nature, and you'll see a lot of the story is Shakespearean. I think they took a lot of their inspiration for this story from Shakespeare, and you will see a number of parallels as we go. They bear the crest of the Black Lion. Duke Tana must be mad. So the War of the Lions comes from this point. This is something that is written up. I can show you later. Each one, when the king died, Duke Goltana was one of the two that stepped up to try to claim the throne. There was a war over succession, is what it mentioned in the beginning, but each one has the crest of a lion. So that's the War of the Lions. Does he mean to start a war? You there, wench. You cannot hope to defeat us. You will surrender the princess. If not, well, I would hate to see anything happen to that pretty face of yours. Head on assault? These swords of Goltana? Lackwits one and all. It's so nice when people have a much nicer way to call someone stupid. In that case, we should be able to handle this without you, Gafgarion. Mayhap you could, but there's no money to be made in that. Lad, Ramza, with me. So this battle more or less actually fights itself. There's a few things I would like to point out to you about the battle system. Some things are brilliant. Kill them all. Leave no man standing. We'd have us slaughter them? Are you mad? Kill them here and you'll have played into Duke Goltana's hands. We need only put them to rout. Meaning chase them away. I find dead men rout more easily. So this is why I say that this runs itself, because you only control Ramza. Most of the game, you will control the entire party. In this one in particular, I'm going to show you, there's a little guest sign right here over the head of this particular person, top left. And Alicia will come back along with... A second, we can rotate the map here. So this is the original rotation. This is nice, you can move it around a little bit more. And this is a feature of War of the Lions that I really like, because sometimes it was hard to see where on the map you were going. So that is a nice feature that they added. Lavian will also be joining us later on. But you can see all of these just say guest. So that means they're not under our control. Only he is. Now, this AT at the bottom left is a huge one. It tells you the order of battle. Now, they have a system here. It's turn-based, obviously. But it's based on a few factors. Number one, did you move? That takes up some of your turn potential, as it were. And did you act? That takes up more of your turn potential. So if you didn't move or you didn't act, then it will give you a turn faster next time. However, I am going to move forward a little bit so that I can get in on the action here. However, I won't be able to get anyone from here. So now, in this game, you don't level up in the traditional sense of leveling in RPGs. You level up by doing actions in battle as you go. You earn JP, job points, and that actually gives you information as to that gives you the points that you need to level up your jobs, which are really the main leveling in this. You do earn EXP also, but it's only based on the actions that you take. If you're wondering what anything is, if you don't know what an ability means, you can hit help and it'll tell you exactly what it means. Oops, what is chant? We don't need chant. We're going to use focus to up his attack power here. What you will... There you go, job level up. What you will see as you go is there will be a percentage on everything. So there's a percentage for the hit. On that one, if you looked quickly, you saw a little... in red, there was a little word that said stop. So it had a chance to inflict stop. So he's trying to break the armor that Gafgarian was wearing. So that had a chance to inflict stop. That was not the 100%. The 100% was the hit that he took, which did, in fact, hit. This guy is charging. Oh, these two are charging. Now, I hope we have a chance to do this before. So that's a chemist over there. Can I do this before we get there? So Lad jumps in here and... Oh, here we go. So they do a charged attack. Now this is something that comes up a lot. Charged attacks, they take time to charge, and this is where the AT really makes a massive difference. The attack, battle positions and everything. Where you stand when you hit someone also makes a big difference. So if you're attacking from behind, you have much more of a chance. So if you look here, I'm going to do this for the moment. I have a 70% chance that I will hit the guy for 42 damage. Let me see, can I move to hit someone else? Yes, I am going to move. Let's see. Like I said, this basically plays itself. So that guy is a little bit hurt. I'm going to come over here to hit the archer. If you're standing to the side, you are going to have a higher chance of hitting someone. This one has 100% now. If you're standing behind someone, it's even more of a chance. And part of the reason is, let me actually pull up his window, for instance. So you can see actually his evade. So C evade, S evade, A evade. So his evasion for physical attacks is going to be 10%. If I'm standing to the side, it negates that, basically. S is shield. It only works if you have a shield. A evade, I don't remember what it means. I'll have to look. But for this guy, if you look, and you probably noticed, he was wearing a shield. So his S evade is 22%. So all of that is weighed into your hit chance when you take a hit, or when you go to hit someone. There we go. You can click on any tile. We are going to attack this guy. After we upped our attack, we're going to hit him for 49. Just shy. Oh, that would have been so nice if we could kill him. I think you do get extra EXP if you kill someone, if you get the killing blow. She just got a job level, which is nice. So this guy also has counter. He actually used a counter on the girl behind him. So I'm going to let this battle kind of play out a little bit. You jerk. The chemist is a guy who can throw potions, can use potions much better and easier than anyone else, so I want to get rid of him if I can. So you could see that charge took longer, but I had a chance to hit him. If you hit someone during a charge, by the way, it will do more damage, and I don't think they can dodge it. So this is why I went down for these guys on the bottom left now, because I didn't feel it necessary to go for the knight or the other archer. I thought that they would be taken care of by these other guys, and they are. So we are going to take advantage of the fact that he's not looking at me. He should have turned towards where I am now. But where you face makes a massive difference because, like I said, oh, see, here's an example of a bad play, I think. What Agrias just did... Stop healing him! So you can see he's moving to the side, so he has a 100% chance to hit. What Agrias just did is cast Blind on this guy, and he took advantage of the fact that the blind was actually going to be to the sides also. So he moved in between the two of them, and now she blinded herself and our ally, which is kind of a pain. But blind actually, as far as I know, does make a big difference to the hit. I don't remember yes or no completely, but one thing to remember in this game is there is permadeath. Right now, you can see over the stars of the dead people. You can see over the bodies of the dead people their stars. Usually, there will be a timer there. So, let's see, 95%. I'll take the chance. There we go. Now, I'm not going to move because I want to get my turn faster. So, blind doesn't matter for that. Good for me that he's not dead. He's gonna kill the knight. No, he's not. What? He's gonna take advantage of that. Okay. She'll finish the knight, maybe? Yeah. So like I said, this battle basically plays itself. If a character dies in battle, usually they'll have a timer pop up. A 3-2-1 timer over their head. That's the number of rounds. And if it runs out, they turn into a crystal or a chest.
This way. Be quick. And try making a little less noise.
I'll not take orders from you!
You've quite a mouth on you, princess. Forgive me. 'Tis your birth and faith that wrong you, not I.
Hold there!
Is it truly him?
I cannot be!
Delita, he lives? But why does he fight under the banner of Duke Goltana?
It's another reason I went specifically for this, because they added these cutscenes with voice acting. Records of the hero Delita first appeared 1 year before that. Missed that. The loss of the 50 Years' War saw knights returning from the front, stripped of livelihood, their fealty to the crown and nobility abandoned. Many became rogues and traitors, men donning the thieves' cloak and plotting treason against the crown. It was a time of great unrest for Ivalice, which is the land we're in. Murder and theft were commonplace. Many were the young adventurer and mage who stepped forward to counter this threat. Of such, the city of Garland too saw its share. So here we begin the actual story. That was all prologue. This is the Royal Military Academy of Garland. We just jumped back 1 year, and now we're going to actually start the story more from the beginning. Another Wayne was struck last night on its way to Agros. Agros? Whatever. Agros. The Corpse Brigade again? I wonder where this leads. Delita, what do you make of this? So, now we just saw that was Delita taking the princess, but now Delita is suddenly right next to Ramza and, like, they're close friends? What's going on? I'm not sure. I have my guesses, but I'm listening. I think Duke Larg is coming to Garland. This is the other Duke that stepped up to take the crown. Duke Larg? Why? It's not just the Duke, the Marquis Eldmore de Linbury, too. That's the first I've heard of it. This has not the sound of a state visit. All of Ivalice is in turmoil. The Order's supposed to be keeping things under control, but the fact is, they number too few. And when they mean to bolster their numbers with us... All right, everybody, form up. The Order of the Northern Sky has an assignment for its Knight's Apprentice. So this is actually going to be our team that we get to work with. As I'm sure you're already aware, the number of brigands roaming Gilmore is on the rise. Galleon. The number of brigands roaming Galleon is on the rise. Among them, the Corpse Brigade, a seditious lot with a grudge against the crown. Rogues such as they must be dealt with. Seditious, I said that wrong. The Order has been commanded to undertake an operation to eliminate the brigade. An operation of a grand scale. We will not be acting alone. The Order will be joined by, among others, His Excellency Duke Larg's Royal Guard, stations at Igros. This will leave Igros Castle undermanned. Your task is to proceed there and support us from the rear by bolstering its defenses. The time to take up arms is upon you, young apprentices. I've just received word that a band of thieves routed out by our knights flees here to Garland, seeking refuge. We will move to stop them and finish the task of our brothers. You, young apprentices, will accompany us. This is but a squall before the storm of battle. Prepare yourself at once. Dismissed! And with that, we are going to save and stop it here. This is going to be the first battle where we actually control the battle, but this is going to be left for next time. Thank you for joining me on the beginning of a wonderful journey that I hope we will take together. Please let me know what you think in the comments. You can roast me for my bad acting if you'd like. Please feel free to point and laugh, but if you do, also please subscribe. Liking, commenting, subscribing, it all helps the algorithm, it helps the channel. I would love to grow the channel and build a little bit. If you'd like to discuss anything involving Final Fantasy Tactics or Final Fantasy at large, or join any other discussion, I do have a Discord channel that I will link in the description. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Have a wonderful day.